My dear man, do you know the password which activates the Dragon Balls? Well, do you? I can't hear you. Perhaps if I let go. There. Fool.
No!
Why so blue, lizard boy? You look so stressed, but everything's fine. Just tell me the password. It's that simple. Or your friend could tell. Would you rather have me extract the information from your friend?
Look, my friend is very old. He's dying as it is, and he doesn't need your help. You wouldn't harm him anyway. Think about it. If he dies, then you can't use the Dragon Balls because he created the Dragon Balls. And when he goes, they go with him. Got it?
Oh.
Besides, look, he's a very sensitive person. He spent his whole life healing and teaching our people. On this planet, he's a prophet.
A holy man. Well, I must introduce myself. I, too, am revered by people all over the universe. Hello there. Nice to meet you. My, he's not much of a conversationalist, huh? Yoo-hoo! Are you mad at me because I didn't knock? How rude. Maybe you'd speak up if your friend here was crying out in pain. What do you think?
I think you would be the one crying out in pain if you fought him. He's not like the other Namecs that you fought so far. He has been fully trained in the ancient way. Pure-hearted warriors always rise to a new level of strength when forced to defend themselves against the vile sort of darkness that you represent.
Listen here, you green blob. Watch your mouth.
Nail, we must buy as much time as we can for the Earth things.
Yes, Guru.
All right, old man. You obviously don't like to exchange pleasantries. Very well then, let's cut straight to the chase, shall we? What's the password? Oh, please, Nail. Do you really believe that you could possibly harm me? Why, I would have thought you were much smarter than that, but I guess I misjudged you. By the way, Guru, once I'm finished with your friend here, I'll be back to see if you've reconsidered giving me the password. So you see, it's really quite simple. I'll spare his life for the Dragon Ball password. His fate rests in your hands, so I suggest you choose wisely. I guess that answers that question, doesn't it? Oh well, let's get on with it. And now, my friend, any last wishes before I kill you?
You want to fight? Fine, but not here. I don't want Guru to see what I'm going to do to you. You see, he doesn't have much time, Frieza, and I want to spare him the unpleasantries. So come on, let's do it!
I admire your courage, but let's be honest. Once I'm done with you, then I'll deal with your friend here.
Follow me!
my son. I know it's grim. Still, you must battle on for the Earthlings. They need more time. They may be our last chance to save the universe from that hideous freeze-up.
I think he's laughing. Captain Ginyu?
What are you laughing at?
You crack me up, Bucko. I've never seen someone so cool in the line of fire.
I'm warning you to go home.
Oh, I know you are. But I think we should just turn it up a notch. For a peace-loving do-gooder like yourself, I'm pretty impressed. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get it on! Yeah, that's right, folks. It's time for the grand finale of grand finales. No one can survive the awesome power of the Ginyu Force! Hey, Jace!
Yes, sir.
Hold on to that.
But, Captain, you need the scouter.
I think not. The stronger this guy is, the better.
I hear you loud and clear.
So where are we going? I said, where are we going? This is far enough. It's time to put up or shut up.
This way.
Before you begin your pathetic struggle to survive, I should warn you, your chance of winning is non-existent. Oh my. According to my readout, I may have underestimated your strength. But no matter. Your power pales in comparison to what I have in store for you. Not to say the light show wasn't impressive, but you see, I'm probably
Let's wait from a
500,000
billion points
times
of
stronger
data
than you
to a
are.
point of view.
So,
That's
in
fine.
order to keep this a fair fight,
Domino's
I
Festival
promise
Lover
to
is back.
refrain from
Eager
using
Dream
all
Pizza
of
for
my
just
powers
$9.99
on you,
online.
for they are
Only at
obviously
Domino's.
powers which you, my green little friend,
So,
do
look
not
at that, Patrick.
possess.
Congratulations, you officially have a green screen set up. But let's be real, this is boring as shit.
My
Really
left
strength
hand.
concerns of what you can do.
Its
And
strength alone is
through
enough
this,
to crush
I
you
know a lot of my
like a little
first Planet
bug.
30 average viewers because of my
special
green screen.
one-time
Yeah, I grew because of a piece of gear. That's so weird. Specifically because I took a photo of a milk cart at a shopping center. I blurred it a little bit so it looked out of focus, and I put it behind me so perfectly that when people saw it, they had to click the stream just to ask, "Hey, you actually not from a grocery store milk cart?" I went to event streams where I got a picture of a doctor's office with a desk, and then I copied that image so I saw it. They had to click the stream just to ask, "You actually not from a grocery store milk cart?" I went to event streams where I got a picture of a doctor's office with a desk, and then I copied that image so I had two.
Oh
Cut out the
my,
desk,
oh
and
my.
then add
You
the background
still
of
don't
OBS,
get it, do
add the
you?
desk, and then
You
place
see
my
the
webcam
bottom
between the
line
two,
is you
and
don't
start.
stand
It
a
looks like I'm in a fancy office.
I'll show
Actual
you.
depth 3D.
And like I
So I want you
said
guys to
before,
hunt for
I'll
free to
only
use
use
photos
my
to make your background so much more interesting. But I want you to think about what you can make or do to stand out, be different, be interesting, and make people laugh. Look at my mate Reeves. He created a full CGI set to make it so he is hosting a late night talk show. You see lots of dark or bright spots, well, you'll need to adjust the lighting, but not just yet. First, open OBS, find a webcam source, add a filter, and click Chroma key. Next, you're going to use similarity to change how many similar shades of green are being removed. Slightly adjust this, don't go too extreme, and then once it's done, you can use smoothness to smooth out and fall off the edges of the green around you. If you can't get it nice without removing part yourself, it might be time to add another light, remove dark spots, or even adjust your main light to have less bright spots. Essentially, you're going to be slowly adjusting your lights and your filter settings until it's evenly lit and cleaned up nicely. Once you do, if you have little edges where you can't get the green screen to cover, just hold Alt on your keyboard, click the edge of the cam, and drag it in. And ta-da, look at that magic. Congratulations, you officially have your green screen set up. But let's be real, this is boring as shit. You're only scratching the surface of what you can do, and in fact, the truth is, I got a lot of my first 20 to 30 average viewers because of my green screen. Yeah, I grew because of a piece of gear. That's so weird. Specifically because I took a photo of a milk cart at a shopping center, I blurred it a little bit so it looked out of focus, and I put it behind me so perfectly that when people saw it, they had to click the stream just
I'll
to
just
ask,
have to make a copy of
"You
that
actually not
photo
from a
because
grocery
you
store
never know
milk
when
cart?"
you
I went to event streams where I got a picture of a doctor's office with a desk, and then I copied that image so I had two. Cut out the desk and then add the background to OBS, add the desk and then place my webcam between the two, and
Well,
start.
now,
It looks like I'm in a
most of the
fancy
warriors
office.
I know would have
Actual depth
surrendered by
3D.
now,
So I want you guys to hunt for
I
free to
don't
use
think
photos
you
to make your
learned your
background so
lesson
much
yet.
more interesting. But I want you to think about what you
Let's
can make
try
or do
it
to stand
again.
out, be different, be interesting, and make people laugh. Look at my mate Reeves. He created a full CGI set to make it so he is hosting a late night talk show. And when you do pick a great background, just add it to OBS as an image source. Place it either full screen behind you, or inside your webcam frame, or just use it just chatting and have nothing behind you for gaming so you don't block your game screen. The uses are endless. Speaking of endless, so are my videos, so why don't you click right here where I spent 7 days mastering 7 skills of content creation, where I was talking behind you for gaming so you don't block your game screen. Just add it to OBS as an image source. Place it either full screen behind you, or inside your webcam frame, or just use it just chatting and have nothing behind you for gaming so you don't block your game screen. The uses are endless. Speaking of endless, so are my videos, so why don't you click right here where I spent 7 days mastering 7 skills of content creation, where I was told it's the most valuable video I've ever produced. I'll see you guys next week.
This guy is nuts. What the?
Now, it's time to reveal the ultimate strength of the Ginyu Force. Watch, because the show is just about to begin.
Wow! What's he doing?
That's it, mate. Good work. Now let's pull it together, and it's done.
Come on, give me your best shot, you crazy kook.
Yeah,
was that explosion?
Oh no! It's Vegeta! It can't be!
Where are they? Where are they? I want an answer right now. Well, what are you staring at? And you call yourself guards? Don't tell me that you're afraid of me. Look, I've even come unarmed. Takes care of them. Now to find out where those Dragon Balls are. Chase, check out your scouter display and give me a strength reading.
Right!
Now, Chase! Hurry up, would ya?
It's just like Goku said. This guy isn't so tough after all.
Right. I think we can take him down, Krillin.
I hope you're both wearing clean underwear, because you're about to take a trip to the emergency ward!
Every day, I wonder how much time I have left to watch over Namek. Now my only hope is that Dende will arrive in time to save the people from Earth. It is up to you now, Dende.
If Guru doesn't survive, then the Dragon Balls will all disappear. I must hurry. I just couldn't live with myself if something happened.
What's up? I'm sitting here frustrated because this game will not set my background like I wanted it to, and it's not giving me an option to. Like, I'm literally going through all my options. I got my chroma key set up. That's my media source. I got my chroma key, my filters. Go down my filters. Yeah, don't know. What happened? That is crazy. Yeah, I don't. You know what? Pull that up. I think I need to. Okay. There we go. So yeah, I go here. I go to my filters. I got my chroma key, and it's not. I don't have any other options, which is not how I did it last time. Like it gave me an option to actually set my background. See, I got my chroma key. Chroma key, got crop, got all that. And I'm not seeing that my option to add the image is not there. And I'm online right now trying to find out why it's not giving me my image. But the only thing it's doing is giving me instructions on how to set my chroma key up. So this is as far as it's taken me. And it's frustrating. Because it wasn't like I might have another scene where I can do it, but I know I had it set up to where I had my background. I'm not even seeing the scene available. I don't know what they did, but I know whatever update the Android 15 came out, it's got all my stuff messed up. Let me see. It set up a scene from the webcam, that chroma key, add an image in the sources and make sure it's under the webcam source, but in the background it just goes behind the webcam on the main. Yeah, that's what mine's doing right now. Using output of OBS. I'm gonna have to play it later on. This made no sense. Let me see real quick. Where we at? Where we at? Okay. And I know it's late, y'all. Like I said, I've been messing with this, trying to get it right, and it don't want to cooperate with me. There's a video capture. All right. See, I don't get it. I don't get it. What is this? Oh, I couldn't find my. That's why I couldn't find my dang option. I don't even know what picture this is. I can do that one. We're gonna go with this one here. And let's see. Here. That's better. That's more like it. There we go. Now we're oh my God. Now we're getting somewhere. Ugh. So welcome, welcome. Got Karmicdez here. Make that bigger actually. Yeah, let's do that. Let's roll with that. Got Karmicdez here, and let me pull up the page. Oh my God, now we're getting somewhere. Turn it down. All right. Oh man, yes, it's been a while. We are back. Well, I'm back tonight or this morning, whatever it is. Really late. I've been working on this thing, SRI stuff. So yeah, it's I've been pretty occupied here tonight. I was gonna do like a review. Actually, I probably still am, but to touch on things that we missed or were gone. And I decided to go ahead and like start delving into the SRI framework I'm developing. So to start, well, make sure you please like, comment, share, subscribe, do what you do. Uh, so we want to start with the things that we missed. Uh, so again, I said I am working with I'm trying to develop this SRI framework, and I am using ChatGPT for some of the research and to go ahead and write my paper for me, considering all the excuse me, considering all the ideas and everything are there. So I will touch on ChatGPT 5 just got released not too long ago. And me and Mike have been working with it, and it's different. It's supposed to save like all your conversations. The thing about it is when it updated, it didn't save any of the previous conversations. So it's like almost like starting over new a little bit. Well, depending on the conversation. We also both feel like it doesn't allow you to generate photos or images as often as ChatGPT 4 did. So we're pretty sure that's part of the strategy to get people on the paid. Skip. Oh, I'm pretty sure that's a strategy to get people to go get them the paid plan though. And I'm just realizing too, I'm probably gonna hook up my mic next time. Find a way to hook it up. I got the lavalier mics, or the lapel mics that I can put on that will allow me, will probably give me clearer audio. So we'll definitely try that if I remember next time. Right. So let's see it. Going to ChatGPT 5. A lot of people, I mean, ChatGPT is a great tool. I was skeptical at first. I was one of those like AI, no, I'm good. Let my own brain create, right? Then Mike talked me into it, trying it out. So I tried it out one time. I was like, okay, I can see the implications of the tool that we have here with ChatGPT. So we began. Well, he's been messing around with it for like a year, going on 2 years now. And then me, I'm a few months in, and I would say it's helped. I do mainly analysis. Um, I'm just now touching on the research capabilities of it. Well, analysis, and I do images typically to help for like my promoting, promoting and merchandising. Right? What else is going on in the news? I know Drake. I saw he supposed to have been trying to go forward with this lawsuit, alleging that the label backed Kendrick Lamar's and actually promoted the spins for the Not Like Us album. And he didn't like that. Now he wants to take care of it. I don't know what he plans to do. The guy signed a $300 million contract. Like, he's just arguing with the boss now. Well, what am I going to do? Oh, I'm going to pull up the other current events. My bad, y'all. Pulling it up now. Let's see here. Oh, you was said it was late. I wanted to get in the groove of doing the podcast and going from doing the review later on. I wanted to get in the groove and start working more with this OBS. So I was like, yeah, I'm determined with this. Gotta get it down tonight. Gotta get something done tonight, right? Let's see here. Oh yeah, Putin. So Vladimir Putin did meet Trump in Alaska, or Trump and his team in Alaska while we were gone. They were speaking about how fruitful it was. And then I think I saw something in regards to Putin not to Putin being, how did I say it? Like, because I wouldn't say it's dictatorial, maybe authoritative. When he got back to that, right? And then this is supposed to be the first time that he's met in Alaska, or it might have been American soil, which is crazy to me. But the guy seemed old enough. Oh man. Believe me, I'm sleepy. But like I said, I wanted to get this out for y'all and for me. but and for everybody really. All right. So we just talking about Vladimir Putin. Oh yeah, so the tensions are still high in Ukraine, and Trump just really wants all the war stopped. From what he's saying, he want to make some money, and I guess he feels like we can't make money if we're at war to an extent. Well, we can't. We can. It's like pretty much anything we can or can't do in the physical realm. That is, we can do when we're single and got a decent amount of money. Let's see. The next thing I have, which oh yeah, DC. So Donald Trump has started getting reports of crime rates across the nation. Oh, yeah, excuse me. Sheesh. And he's also that the crime rates across the nation. Now, mind you, he's skeptical of the crime rates across the nation. Uh, oh yeah, that's where I was going. He's also avid. I won't say avid. I'm not sure what his dedication or motivation is, but I do know he's on social media, and so he's kind of got the finger to the wind type thing, right? And what he noticed was that there's a lot of people who were displeased with what was going on in DC as opposed to what the stats were showing, right? If I recall correctly, he gave them enough time, to hey, take care of the situation. We want to send nobody in, and what we do, it's going to be under my control. And it's like, I guess they didn't want to pay him no mind. Real childish energy. Yeah, that's works. I'm not calling that person childish. I'm saying it's real childish energy. And I'm looking at my dang thing, looking at my cash app, looking at money. uh, yeah, so the people online were talking about how you're liable to get your car jacked, you're liable to be shot, and you're not even part of none of this stuff. So they were vocal about wanting Trump to use his power to get people in there to reduce the crime, especially violence. And last I heard, he's planning on doing that for California, Chicago, and I want to say New York. So, it's like I've been saying for a while now. If no one nobody has to straighten up your mess, then you have to straighten up your mess. And I know with my situation, it's not always the easiest, or I don't always have the time to get it all done the way I want to. Let me take a look here in the chat one more time. My guy Chris over here investing some crazy funds, folks. Straight crazy. So that's all the current events I have right now, or all the current events I'm gonna go through because I wanted to get those out. We actually had this plan like a week ago. And I just never got around to doing an episode. We never got around to doing an episode. But that's cleared out the way. Let me go ahead and get to the crux of tonight's episode, which is SRI. Now, SRI is subjective, subjective. I'm messing up my own stuff. Subjective relational intuition. I'm going to start with the reason I want to explain the reason I call it subjective relational intuition after I explain how I started to come about this framework. And it's very spiritual and philosophical in origin, but I found a way to bring it to the physical. So the thought started with me investigating emotions. is that something that we actually give off, or is it something that we can actually pick up on? Like, what is an emotion? What is the physical substrate of an emotion? And I don't think there is one. It may just be waves, interacting waves, which would then make it, which would then make them occurrences that happen in the universe, generally speaking. Um, so, with that being said, I don't really think that there's a way we can. Well, I know for a fact we can't know what a person is feeling 100%. So the best we can do is create an estimate based off of the experiences that we've had that may have generated the cues we're seeing in this person. But again, going back to the reason why I say why I came to the realization that it's unreliable at best, right? Because just in that phrasing right there are people who cry when they're happy or laugh when they're sad, you know. So you can't really say, oh, that person looks happy. Well, yeah, they were really depressed. Or the survey shows this person was depressed. They're losing their car today, they're losing their house today, and their wife was there. So yeah, that person might have been smiling, but they were depressed. Robin Williams, right? So the crux of that, the reason I came at it, I was actually going at emotional intelligence because I've had discussions and it's like when my guy said he's an oxymoron, I was like, that's something I've always felt that emotional intelligence, psychologically speaking, is an or maybe even definitionally, yeah, definitionally speaking as well. It's they're incongruent. They're not the same thing, right? One applies experienced analysis. The other is just random free flow. Let's go from jump and develops from there. I mean, they both kind of develop, but if I'm reading correctly, they both also stagnate. So I started to kind of follow the track. Let me backtrack with the emotions. So the second part of that is I read a book called The Art of Living and Dying by what is it, Signal Rinpoche, Rinpoche. Matter of fact, hold on. Why did it look? I'm doing this whole time. There we go. Sorry, y'all. I had the background and I did not switch it. Did all that. I'm sitting here talking with no background. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I want to sleep right after this. But let me pull it up real quick here. Oh, yeah, The Art of Living and Dying is what I was pulling it up. Pull it up. Y'all know what the book looks like. It's a real good book too. It helps you like it also talk about the signs of a person when they're passing, what they're going through. Okay, fine. Why? Here we go. Here we go. Celebrating. That's not the book that I read. The Art of Living and Dying. Stress. That's not the book that I read. Let me see. There it goes right there. That's not a good image. There it goes. Oh, I put the wrong title. My bad. The Tibetan Book of Living and Dying is the book I'm talking about. Again, the Tibetan Book of Living and Dying by Sogyo Rinpoche. Here it goes right here. Rinpoche, of course, last name. Good book. not too long, not a rough read. There are a lot of metaphysical and spiritual concepts, and of course, it's a book about dying. For parts of it anyway, but it's definitely a good book. So that's where I ran into the concept of emotions being impressions upon us. Uh, and again, going from there, I had to figure out, well, what mechanism is it that we're using physically to pick up on these impressions, right? So I figured it would have to be a physical structure that would be able to translate that impression. And lo and behold, there are biological processes, namely mirror neurons, that well, that's going to be getting a little hit. So basically, so it's like with the impressions, everything, all of your senses are amalgamations of things that you physically feel impressing upon your being or your field. So that means anger is an anger field. So like I said, what mechanism in your body is picking up on this anger field? Um, the anger might not, it depends. The anger is kind of like double defined. You can have an angry state or you can be in an angry mood. You know what I'm saying? Because they're angry people with angry temperaments still that they're naturally angry. There are people who become angry, but that's not their natural temperament. So emotions again, very fleeting things. Uh, you have people who laugh when they're sad, and people who shut down when they're extremely happy. That dichotomy there. I was like, there has to be a structure in the brain. Because, for example, when they mapped emotions, they found that most of the emotions can be mapped to and mapped onto specific centers in your body, which actually line up with teachings from the Tao Te Ching and Buddhism in regard to chakras and nadis. Because I'm working this out. I'm like, okay, there's got to be something in the brain that sends a signal that I picked up I picked up the impression, the anger. It sent the signal. So I was like, okay, that's kind of like the track I'm following for the individual, the introspective person. But now we're looking at the extrospective. So the outside, how am I able to pick up on, let's say, this person's emotions, right? Am I going to be able to accurately pick up on their emotions? Most times, probably, yeah. But there are the times where I'm just going to be completely way off. If not dead wrong. Again, people who laugh when they're under pressure or don't respect the the interaction as much as you expect them to interact. And that's not a shot towards anybody. If anybody might have thought that was a shot, that's just psychology. That's how some of brain works. So you've got to provide these anecdotes and references to make sure everyone can keep track and follow along with us. So, so biological processes. In the process of well, in the process of doing, I know some biological processes. So I know like the amygdala would have to kick in. Fight or flight. Again, mirror neurons would have to kick in so that you're able to pick up on the outside world and you allow your neurons in your brain to kind of mirror, for lack of a better term, right now, what's going on or maybe going on in someone else's brain based off of physiological cues. Now, going back to where we don't know our emotions the way we think we do, the physiological clues or cues typically tell it all, which is what like human lie detectors use. They use basically like categorized gestures that indicate that you may be telling a falsehood or you may be creating something, which doesn't necessarily say that you're lying. It just says that, hey, I know you're creating something that's not, either not pertinent or not true to what we're talking about. So can we do that? Can we redirect, right? That's when I usually lawyer up, or in the case of the first 48, we snitch. Um, so we've got like the authority, kind of rules got to be set there, and I got to be moving. So because I couldn't move around like that, I went to sleep. You know, uh, but as far as again SRI that goes, let's break down those acronyms. You got the S. The S is for subjective. So subjective would be me. Subjective would be you, not all of us, right? Just the individual. Relational. So how am I relating to the world inside of me and outside of me? Because that's where that comes from. It's subjective relation, right? And then it's intuition, because you're not using your intellect or your intelligence to parse out that this person is depressed. You can only give me things that are intuitive, or that I'm intuitively be able to pick up on in regards to the vehicle. Uh, I might have slipped into something else there, but sorry, all. But yeah, it's in regards. I want to say I might have been. I think it was the emotion in regards to the emotions. I'm gonna go back and watch this. And be like, what the hell was I talking about? But getting back to that relational, right? Again, so relational, and then the intuition, because it's not intellect. I wanted to get the intellect out of it, and I would say that there are intellectual processes that can take place later on down the line once the framework of SRI has become more developed in the individual. But early on, I don't think that that's too much of a possibility, because we're so dependent early on. You know, uh, I had a talk with my cousin. We were talking about the term infinity, and in order to like really understand infinity, you gotta like really understand numbers, because that's, I mean, crazy, right? Number that doesn't end, like the Lamb Chop song. So SRI in short, I can go in depth later on with anyone who wants to talk about it. Subjective relational intuition, again, because you're not using the intellect to figure out what's going on with this person. You're using typically your intuition, based off of the experiences that you've had that have produced what looks like to be similar, or if not the exact same. Is the word I'm looking for, is protection. Ooh. Yeah, I'm supposed to be asleep right now, y'all, by the way. So, dang, maybe backtrack. Backtrack to the people. They were telling the situation. So yeah, basically, it's a framework for how you're dealing with your emotions, taking the intellect out of it. Because I don't think like like intellect is like ones and twos. Things, it's concrete things, things that can be proven. You can't prove someone else's emotion, let alone your own emotion. So that the best that you can do is intuit other people's emotions and intuit your emotions. Even though upon yourself you may have more, uh, information in order to make a better decision about who you picking for you. So, as far as like the feasibility, I do want to develop a test for this. Right now, everything I'm having ChatGPT do triple checks to make sure everything's valid. Nobody else is doing this type of work, and he gets credit. Everybody gets the credit we deserve. With this, I believe that's where I was going with this. Again, oh man. Whew. SRI, as I continue to develop the framework, probably not going to give y'all all of it because I do plan on publishing it. Got the chat. Oh my god! Again, ChatGPT is good for some things. Got my paper done based off of all the ideas that I've relayed to ChatGPT. We're going to get ready to submit this, and once we get ready to submit this, will I be doing teaching? Nah, yeah, let me go ahead and get up out of here. I'm gonna go lay down. I gotta get up to go to work in a few hours, and I'm going to bed. I haven't had dinner yet. So appreciate y'all for joining. Appreciate y'all for listening. Uh, got some interviews coming. I know I keep saying it. Do have them coming this time. Just dropped some new skits on YouTube. Hope you'll like those. Get a few funnies. I got some more coming as well. Got a nice little dark one, little horror for you. Yes, that's coming. Again, Karmicdez 85 on YouTube. Everywhere else is Karmicdez. Thank you for joining. Dominate your day. Dominate your night. Remember, just be people. I'm gonna actually. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna run y'all off with this. Yeah, it's my podcast, so I can play my stuff. Deal with it.
All right, now come on. Come on, Jordan. What's that on your shirt?
I was eating spaghetti.
Spaghetti?
My mom made it.
Look, we already heard you was at the scene.
I don't know.
No. They told us you know what's going on. You're going to have to talk to us, or you're looking at 25 to life. It's your choice, buddy.
All right, man, look, I know.
Okay, good. That's a nice start. What can you tell us about him?
Your name is Clarence.
Okay, good. His real name is Clarence.
Yeah.
And you know where we can find him?
Nah, but I know he stay at home with both parents.
Well, both parents are saying?
Yeah.
How do you know him?
You know, out and about. I know he went to private school. Cranbrook, I think.
Okay, hold on. Let me look at you. You said his name is Clarence. He lives at home with both parents. And he went to Cranbrook.
Yeah.
On private school.
Yeah. And his parents got a real good marriage.
Okay. We're going to check into this info. We may be in contact with you. Thank you, sir. We'll get you out of here in process. I'll walk you out. Don't lose yourself.
Yep, so working over here. Yep, getting out of here, but go find me something to eat and then lay myself down. Y'all have a good night. Again, dominate your day, dominate your night. Appreciate you for joining. Did I freeze? It looks like I froze. Man, sorry about that, y'all. I'm